the screen, excitement's in the air. Chilling with my crew, we got stories to share. Sipping on that drink, feeling high off the game. Every play we break down, yeah, we're calling out names. Talk that sports debate, keep the energy high. Shouting out the scores, let the passion fly. Just a crew of friends, talking sports all night, making memories shine. Everything feels right. Through laughter and debates, yeah, we find our groove. In this unique moment, we just can't lose. From basketball to football, we know every play. Pulling out those stats, keep the vibe at bay. We're unlocking the secrets, hear those drops and dives. In our unique world, that's where friendship thrives. That bond over games, it's the best kind of thrill. We're lifting each other with every single chill. Just a crew of friends, talking sports all night, making memories shine. Everything feels right. Through laughter and debates, yeah, we find our groove. In this unique moment, we just can't lose. So here's to the games, and here's to the crew. Then I wish once more that the dreams we used to rule. So here's the games, to the crew. In our sports world, every dream feels true.
Hey, brother Rich.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
What's up, man? You, man. Welcome to the Sports Bar. What's up?
I'm chilling, man. Just taking it easy.
Good. All right, man. I'm glad you're here, man. We're going to just go ahead and jam, see what's going on, man.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Like we always do.
Yep.
Hey, let me just start with some little trivia here, a little football off season. So you know that Stephon Diggs was banging out Cardi B, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she left her husband, right? And she didn't upgrade. She went to the biggest cockhound in the NFL. And now she's upset. She removed him. This is like just trivia, right? She removed him from everything because she thought he was going to be faithful to her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he just used it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get a little clip.
Yeah. She think because she got that money.
We're giving away $500 to a follower of this page. A few years ago, when Stephon Diggs was still on the Minnesota Vikings, his teammates were asked one simple question.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
Why Diggs? He's crazy.
Least I should date my sister Diggs. 100%.
But nobody want me to date his sister. I'm a great guy.
But a few years later, we found out that Stephon Diggs' reputation truly precedes him because according to DJ Academics,
Stephon Diggs is 2 other active rappers. Like, y'all be claiming them, hugging them on the gram. He is piping them hoes out. I don't know how he's talking to y'all rappers.
I don't really like to dive into pop culture relationships or anything like that, but there's no question about it that Stephon Diggs is a certified freak for doing this. Really quickly, we're giving...
All right, so listen, man, the whole point is Yeah, this little drama that I just thought I think we didn't have much to talk about with football. So I said, hey man, let me just throw this shit up there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, so she leaves one cockhound, and then she thinks she's gonna get a real great man. She's all hugged up on him, and she's all in love again. I think that the woman doesn't know how to not have a man. That's her
Yeah,
problem.
that's true. That's true.
That's her problem. She run from one cockhound to another, and she found out he's just cheating with everybody else. And now she ain't come out yet. She usually like goes crazy on the internet, on social media,
Oh,
but she hasn't
I
yet.
wonder how she found out.
Because he's doing it.
Maybe she had him followed.
No. He's doing this shit in a wide open, man.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not like he's like really hiding. I think she just thought it was more than I think what happened, and I don't know why I know so much of the trivia, right? She got 3 kids from Offset, right?
Yeah.
So she wanted him and her and the kids to go to Disney World, like the real family shit.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't doing that shit. Get out of here.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
got mad at that because that's not what he was on. He just wants to bang her out and go about his business. He don't want to be no daddy.
Yeah, I don't
After
blame
her
him.
kids,
I
you
don't.
know.
I don't blame him.
So that's what happened there, man. So my poor girl, man, she just don't know how to be in love, man.
Yeah, she
You
thought
know,
she could just snap a finger and
yeah,
have whoever she wants. But she
yeah,
doesn't know
man.
that those 3 kids, it's a liability.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I think he has kids of his own, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
It wasn't his deal to go and shack up and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
He just
okay.
wanted hey man,
I
so
mean,
Dallas Mavs, man, just kind of moving on to basketball.
okay.
This is their new team for 2025.
I can't see from my phone, but I
Okay,
can.
all right, I'll tell you in a minute. Man. Yeah, I just want to type something in. All right. So anyway, yeah, let me tell you who the team is, man. Let me go ahead. So of course, they have Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
They just got the new first round draft choice,
From
Cooper
Duke.
Flag, right? So I'm gonna show a little bit more about him. Remember now, Anthony Davis is still there.
That's
Okay,
right.
Derek Lively, D'Angelo Russell. He went from LA, so he's there on that team. So they got guard work.
Okay.
Spencer Dunwiddie, who is a good player, good role player.
He is, yeah.
And they got PJ Washington, man. First of all, PJ Washington is better than an average player. He played on Charlotte.
Yeah, but he's in Dallas. So he's in Dallas.
Yeah, man. He's in,
They didn't
yeah.
trade him.
Yeah, they got Najee Marshall.
Okay.
And man, they got a nice squad, man.
But it's not gonna get him a ring though.
Listen, man, I don't know why you said that. I don't know why you said that. They got ring-worthy guys. They got 2 guys who are champions. They
I know,
got
but
3
I just think
guys. They got
I just
3
think they
guys.
have better teams. I'm not saying that. I just don't think they can beat OKC.
Well, remember now, OKC just won, correct?
Yeah.
There's always, man, there's always like maybe a letdown. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I hear you, but there are a lot of times there's letdowns. Okay, well, let's go on. So that's this squad, man. I just wanted to kind of hit on it to say I think this squad's going to be. They're definitely going to be contenders.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if AD stays healthy. AD and Kyrie stays healthy, definitely contenders.
All right, so here's my man right here.
Went off a season where he swept all the awards: MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP, in addition to a scoring title. So to the victor go the spoils. SGA agreed to a maximum 4-year, $285 million extension with the Thunder that will keep him in OKC until the 2030-31 season. So SGA's contract has an average annual value of $71.25.
Look at the reaction to this one. $71 million a year.
The richest
in
NBA history.
And now these are all old timers. Some of these guys, their whole contract was $70 million.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More money, more
71 a year.
His second extension with the Thunder.
71. I mean, well deserved. For sure. That's what happens when you win, boy.
But they played in the wrong era.
That's what happens when you win.
Yeah, no, but they played in the era they played in. There's no wrong era. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, he dominated the whole year.
They played in the wrong era. That's the problem.
Well, I wouldn't call it the wrong era. They just you gotta play in the era that you born in.
Yep. The guy making more money in a year than some of this guy made in their whole career.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. And you know what, man? You can only celebrate it, man.
Oh,
yeah, but and he's frugal because he's got his his snow bunny who's real frugal, and they give away a lot of their money though, and all that kind of stuff. He's a good guy, man. He's like a real humanitarian. Anyway, so good for him, man.
But I think Joker's gonna get the biggest contract next season when he signs. He's gonna make like $80 million a year, I think.
Well, he might. He might. Yeah. I mean, if they they just sold. Remember that because they just sold the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that guy has money to throw. He bought the Lakers for $10 billion.
Yeah. But Rich, imagine, right? There's 82 games in a season, right? 82 games in a season. How the hell do you pay a guy $80 million a year a contract when there's only 82 games?
Well, he paid him $1 million a game.
Dang.
Yeah, shit. He gets $1 million a game.
Right? He's playing 48 minutes, and he's not playing the entire 48 minutes. He's getting $1 million. Shit, that's crazy, man.
Hey, man. Listen, all I'm just trying to tell you, that just tells you how big those contracts are.
Yeah. The guy just walks on the floor, and he's making more money than somebody made in an entire year, just in the first minute of the game.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Hey, man, this is supply and demand.
I mean, put it in perspective, man. That's crazy, man.
It's crazy. That's why the poor hate the rich. Man, so a lot of poor hate the rich, man.
I can see why.
Yeah, but it's not their fault. Okay, just on OKC, they bringing this boy back. I hope he gets a little bit of weight. He's pretty good, man. Chet Holmgren. This I spelled it wrong. There's an M in there somewhere.
Yeah, but he's making $250 million for 5 years, right?
Yeah, it's $50 million. $50 million. I mean, shit, you can't sneeze at it. Yeah. He's not going to be on food stamps.
I did the calculation, right?
Yeah.
So if Joker gets that, he gets the contract, he'll be making $166,000 a minute. I mean, I just said 2 words. The guy would have made more money.
It's
incredible. My whole fucking salary, man. I mean, I just in 2 words.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Wow.
All right, so they're ranking the WNBA players now, right?
Okay.
So they got a ranking 10. They got our girl Angel Reese ahead of Caitlin Clark at 7, Caitlin Clark at 8, Paige Beckers at 9. And the point really is that Caitlin's been hurt a lot this year, but I think we're gonna see this in a second. Angel Reese is having a really, really good year now. So from the beginning,
she had a very slow start though.
Yeah, but it was only but she's smoking on all cylinders now. We're gonna hit it in a second. Okay. So this is the NBA rankings per players, right? The players ranked everybody in order.
Who's number 1? I can't see.
Nafisa Collier.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Yeah, Asia Wilson is 2nd. Okay. Brianna Stewart is 3rd. Kelsey Plum is 4th. Sabrina Janescu.
Okay.
All these names, I know. It's funny. I know some of these names, man. Pretty good now. Alyssa Thomas, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, and Ryan Howard. I don't know her that well.
Yeah, I know.
But the point is, the ladies that's coming out next year, the Juju, and a couple of other ladies, man. NBA and WNBA might be exciting, especially now that Angel Reese has shut her mouth and started doing her marketing right and started to play. So I'm gonna play this for you. I know you're gonna see this now. Angel Reese breaking out, and the stats prove it. And they're gonna talk about a few things that she's got going on. So let's go ahead and let's check that out. Let me stop it here. Let me get to where I know where it starts at. I want to make sure I hit it right so we don't have to waste time. All right. Somewhere around here. Right there. Let's go.
Field. So she's also playing in her second straight All-Star game later this month. The preemptive smoke. Okay, yeah.
Oh, now let me go back.
I respect it.
Yeah, that's when he shoot that bitch from wherever he shoot it from and it go in, he be like, see, that's why I came. I came for that.
Come to the game to watch me shoot no jump hook, dog. Came motherfucker watch me swing off that motherfucking rim, slapping the glass, trying to hit the ball coming through the basket, like that. I'm yelling and shit. Like
they only care when Steph not making it.
Yeah,
they're like, well, why you ain't making the jump hook?
Yeah,
you gotta score some points. He ain't scoring. What you missing? Now they're paying attention to everything. Other niggas is doing.
So we asked the chat, is Shea solidified as the face of the NBA? Almost 4,000 people voted, 50-50 split amongst our chat.
I had to talk that last percentage back up. I had to talk that in.
So we'll talk a little more SGA in a second, but first I want to shift over to Angel Reese, who also got 2K26 cover for the WNBA edition. Got to give her some love. She's been doing her thing on and off the court. So in addition to the 2K26 cover, Reebok also announced Reese will be receiving her first signature shoe, the Angel Reese 1, coming soon.
Shaq.
Okay, Shaq. So her first shoe will come in the Diamond Dust colorway. Angel also made the announcement on her social media with the following post. She said, Diamond Dust, just a kid from Baltimore, turning dreams into reality and hoping I can inspire young women and men everywhere to do the same. The most brilliant diamonds take pressure, polish, and time. Reebok is back, and the diamonds are shining brighter than ever. So Reese is featured wearing her signature shoe on her 2K26 cover. She's been cooking on the court as well, averaging 13 points, 13 rebounds per game this season. 6 straight double-doubles, league record 6 straight games with 15-plus rebounds. In her last 5 games, averaging 19 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 49% from the field.
But that's shooting 45% from the field. She's playing some ball, man, and the assists are important. Yeah, so let's finish.
So she's also playing in her second straight All-Star game later this month. The preemptive smoke. Okay, yeah. I respect it. Is Angel Reese establishing herself as a superstar in the W?
Establishing herself?
Or do you feel like she already is? Would you consider in that superstar?
She walked in the door. She walked in the door as a superstar. Right? It's there's
it don't hurt that
like
she
there's
look good,
no
So what?
It don't hurt that she look good.
Yeah, of course she look good, but no, don't hurt. No, never hurts, man. You're a booger bear. You ain't making it like that. For sure.
She got the body for sure.
She's got the size, body, and she's cute, and she likes to flaunt it.
There was no accolades that she needed. Like her momentum came from college, and she's benefited in real time on her superstardom.
Yep.
She had a very solid rookie season, balling out in the second season, and she's not living up to that hype that came with the name that she brought into the league and all that.
Fandom. Is she living up to the name? Yeah. In college is what she did. Right? She's an entertainer, right? And
was he tongue-tied? Spit it out, brother. What are you talking about?
I know, she's not going to be very welcomed. I mean, none of the two girls are welcome, but it's everyone's looking at one when the other one is not as welcome either. All right, you're talking about you don't really have no stats, and you are the cover girl of the game we've been trying to be the cover of for the last 15 years.
Let me end this right there because I want to talk about that. Hey, Coach, what's going on, man? What's going on? All right, so how long were in the back, man? Let me see. A couple of minutes.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
I wasn't that bad, maybe 5 minutes or so. Listen, everybody said that the ladies got on Caitlin Clark, and some of it was racial, some of it was just pure jealousy. But they're gonna be jealous of Angel Reese too. What do y'all think?
No.
You said what?
They won't be jealous of Angel Reese. You haven't heard anybody yet.
Well, Angel wasn't she wasn't jamming the way she's jamming right now. She got a shoe deal,
but she was still jamming, man. I mean, she came in averaging a double as a rookie. That's unheard of.
No. Well, but they were rebounds.
But still, it doesn't matter. It's a rebound.
But I'm saying she was shooting like 25%.
That's okay.
Well, it's up to 45% now, so she got better. She didn't have 5 assists a game either. Her game got better.
But she's still averaging double as a rookie.
Yeah, but the double-doubles
you can't look at it, but you can't look at it from Michael Jordan's point of view.
Oh, why not?
Because females, you already see that they are already sort of leveling down the game for the women. It's already part of the game, you know. For her to average a double-double, it speaks a lot because you've seen players come in the WNBA, college stars, and barely average 10 points in the WNBA. Even though they were rebounds, she was still in the NBA. They call them offensive rebounds. Dudes do it all the time. There's a lot of dudes in the NBA can't shoot. They get their rebound.
Yeah.
Nobody. I mean, I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's your girl. I know it's your girl.
I'm just saying.
Her look slid in there some kind of way.
Her looks in there. Listen, I think the daggers that's in the WNBA and all the ones who've been like grinding and don't get half of this stuff, I think women are just petty, and I think it's going to come out.
Yeah,
I just think it is. What do you say, Charles?
I think the same thing. I think eventually they're going to hit on her because, you know, like what he has a shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? And some players been there for like 5-10 years. You know, and you know they ain't making no money. You know, so I'm sure there'll be some kind of jealous. There'll be some type of jealousy. You know what I'm saying?
I think
it's a normal reaction.
All right, so listen, that's just something I'm thinking is coming. Anyway, I'm proud of the girl, man. Go ahead, keep doing your thing, and keep looking good, so I can snap some pictures. Anyway, so hey man, here's a schedule, standings, I should say. The Fever is in tie for like 7th and 8th, man. You know, so only 8 teams make the playoffs. So we see the list there. Mm-hmm. All right. So what's next? Baseball. For me, it's always too early to track. But here's the standings. The Mets is still in. Did the Yankees lose? The Yankees no longer in first. But matter of fact, they out big time.
Yeah, they lost about 7.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. They still in the playoff hunt? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Man, you know, so the Mets are still up there. They're tied. But hey,
did y'all watch the home run derby?
Yeah, I didn't. I just can't get into it. Did you watch it, Charles?
No. Who won? Who won it?
It already. When was that? Who it was? I was looking.
Yeah. Who won it?
I don't know. I don't missed it.
You didn't watch it. I mean, I thought you was getting ready to shave.
No, I was looking for it to be next week. I think they done already had the All-Star game. Oh man, I done missed all that.
Hey man, you was busy. That's all. Yo, but anyway, you know, that's cool. Do we have anybody?
Yeah, it's next Tuesday.
Oh, it's next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. I know I didn't miss it. Hold on. The game is Tuesday. The batting competition is Monday.
All right.
Okay.
So there's hope for us, man. We can still catch it. All right. So the big three. Nobody watching the big three yet. They're in the bye week, so they just came back this week, week 5. Hey, listen, they got an audience. There's people watching. They got infusing of money. If you like that 3-on-3, whatever it is, half court. You know, so when they converge on a town, you know, they play all those games right then and there. So you get to see 4 games.
Okay.
You know, so you make a day of it in the stadium. You know, you're gonna eat there. You're gonna do everything. You're gonna drink there. You're gonna do all that shit in the stadium. And so you make a day of it.
Okay.
You know, I don't think that's a bad idea, right? You got 4 different teams. You make a day of it. You're hanging out. They probably got entertainment coming in, you know, between games and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's about equivalent to a football game, 3 hours or so.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Games ain't that long. Right. They play to a point. Yeah, man. So maybe I'll catch some. I usually catch again. I catch the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but I'm proud of our ice, man. You know, so that's cool. Other sports banter. That's where we are now. Anybody watching Wimbledon?
Nah.
You know, I tell you that, man. When Coco Gauff lost, man, I hate to be such a pro blackity black, but when she lost, I just kind of lost interest.
Yeah. Well, I'm putting for Jokic though.
Well, you know what? Did the Sinner just beat him in the French? Yes, I think the Sinner beat him in the French to go to the championship. So here they are. Here they are meeting in the semifinals again.
Wow, that's gonna be interesting.
Sinner, man, I watched some of that match. The Sinner is not bad, man. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. I saw him. He played that American guy. You know, like he got a little bit of some melanin in his skin. I mean, just a pinch, like a eyedropper full. You know, So it'd be interesting to see what his background is. But the ladies, these are the familiar ones. Swiatek. I think next round she gets to play Arena. I think Coco's nemesis. And so what I didn't put up here, and I forgot, and what since we're talking about tennis, have you guys seen Naomi Osaka? Man, she's got some serious emotional issues, man. She really does. And man, and I think having a baby was the last thing that she should have done, man. And then the bum that she had the baby with, he bailed out on her because there's no real commitment there. And he bailed out on her because nobody wants his girlfriend who's depressed all the time.
Well, you know what?
Cadre. His name is Cadre or some shit like that, some kind of rapper dude.
But it's interesting how they try to how it's portrayed, right? She spoke before she even got pregnant, thought about having a baby, about how she was struggling emotionally.
Yeah.
And then, but see, that's the play. But then you go out, allegedly you meet a guy, you get pregnant, and then you come back crying after the end. No, she probably went after the lowest level type of dude, gave him a baby, understanding that he probably wouldn't be around, and come to the world. I am so lonely and depressed. No, man.
No, but she was having. You're right. She was having some of those depression problems even before she got pregnant.
And then
listen. I mean, she's. Here's the thing that really bothers me because Coco Gauff has a boyfriend now too, and she can't even get out of the first round anymore. And after she won the French, and so she lost in the first round here. And I'm just hoping.
I mean, that was her first match since the one she won.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I'm just hoping that her parents have enough hold on her that she won't do this stupid baby mamaism shit like the rest of them. Now, Osaka, right? She had I think she won in all 4 majors. And so she was holding, not in a row, but she had at least a belt in all 4 majors. And she was getting ready to be on the top of the world. And her thing was that she says, I'm not even happy after I win. I'm just relieved that it's over. And then I didn't know, I saw something, and I missed that. Should have put it as part of it. Her father had as much to do with her becoming a tennis player as Richard Williams did with Serena Williams. Nobody talks about her Haitian background. It was that, even though she chose Japan to represent Japan. But when she was a little girl, man, he was in her life and he took her from all over the place so she can have the best competition until she, went pro. And nobody ever talks about her Haitian background. I think that has something to do with it too. Because people are asking her to choose shit that she should never have to choose.
Yeah. And she's choosing it. And she's making the decision to forego it And that could be the balance that she needs to sort of get over that emotional.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to her pops. I don't know if he died or he's out of the picture. I know he's not married to her mother anymore, or they had a falling out or something, but he's absent. You know, if my daughter was in that kind of shape, you know, once she went pro and made all that money, nobody ever sees this dude.
Yeah. But,
you know,
hopefully, you know, if he's passed, then yeah, I can understand.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't research that, but I remember when she first came on the scene, and one of her press conferences, she says, you know, I want everybody to remember, you know, I'm part Asian too.
Yeah.
You know, and she said
flush that out.
You know, so anyway, man. So she has her own demons, which is sad, man, because it's just weighing on her. You know, because I mean, she had the pretty little girl face, but you can look at her face now, and you can say, man, and she's only 27. She needs some serious help, man. Oh man, and it's sad, man. It's really sad to see her that way. Anyway, so I don't know, man. You've been quiet, Charles, man. You know, of course you know about Naomi, right?
Yeah, I heard about her. Yeah, but I don't really follow what's going on.
I mean, if you don't follow tennis, I mean, like, you know, it's funny. I follow, you know, I follow women's tennis, especially when there's some melanated sisters playing. But I don't know. I like female tennis, man. I just watch it, you know. So,
but it's possible she lost the drive, you know. She doesn't have that desire, and if you don't have that drive or desire, you know, you're not going to win.
No, you know, but it's not. You know what? But it's her issues is not really. Her issues off the court definitely are impacting her issues on the court. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
You know, she just lost in the Wimbledon, and she sat there and just apologized in her sweet little squeaky voice. You know, I want to apologize ahead of time. I'm gonna be really negative with this press conference. I said, "Oh my God." You know, they asked her a question, and you know, she speaks fluent Japanese, so they asked her questions in Japanese and stuff like that. And she got up, walked out crying, and then came back after she composed herself. I said, "Man, this girl is hurting bad," and it wasn't about the loss. It just wasn't about the loss. These tennis
she knows how to play the sympathy game. She knows how to do that. She's been doing that the last 5 years.
Her whole life. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You at the top of the world in the tennis game. What problems you got outside of
yeah, man. So you looking at it from a guy who has to bring everything out of the mud. And I agree with you though, Ferg. I mean, I don't know what we sit here and look at these people and say, what problems do you have? She was at one point she made more money than any other athlete in the world.
Right.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And then she finds this bum to get pregnant by with no commitment, and as soon as she needs him the most, he's gone.
How can you say he's a bum? He's probably a decent dude. She just wanted to do what she wanted to do.
No, he's not a decent dude. He's a bum.
He's not around.
Listen. The only thing I'll give him is that come on now, we know men. This guy's a young dude, probably women coming at him from all ends. And he said, why am I gonna be saddled with this chick who's depressed all the time? I'm moving on. That's what he did. And that's what happens when you marry some asshole. I mean, when you get a baby to some asshole without any commitment. You know, so as soon as your chips are down, this guy's nowhere around. I mean, get out of here. She probably needs a male voice more now than ever. You know, somebody really cares about her. Shit, if I had a girlfriend and I got pregnant, we were married, you think I'm gonna walk out because she's a depressed? No.
But again, he's in control of everything. She's making all this money. She could have chose somebody different. Now, who is she listening to? The question I want to ask her: Who's giving her that?
I don't think. Yeah, no, I hear you, but you know, like I said, he had a choice. They broke up. They say it's amicable, and he's off on. You know, he's probably banging out some chick right now, and his baby mom is like breaking down for television. You know, come on. As a matter of fact, if my kid had to be with a woman who's depressed all the time, I'd be worried about that shit.
But if that's what they choose, I don't understand. I understand, but Because if that's what they choose, right? I'm sure he's seen her interviews and talked to her. I believe that's what she wanted, a baby, to have something close to her. And she probably did tell the guy, listen, I just want a child. Of course, he would oblige. We don't know because we haven't heard anything from him. You don't know what his occupation is, what he does for a living. You've only heard her story, and it's always Steve. I'm in such a bad.
She never said nothing bad about him. She didn't say
so.
It's all me. I'm the one saying shit bad about him. She didn't say.
How do we know he's not in the baby's life? Just not dealing with.
No. I didn't say he's not. The baby doesn't. His girl needs him.
No, she needs.
Yeah, man, come on, man. You know you can't just be popping babies. You don't think that having a baby by the dude have a baby, you don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. Don't have no effect for somebody like her.
Rich, is it a black guy?
Yeah, he's a rapper, man. That tells you everything you need to know. She shouldn't even been with this guy. She should have got herself a nice little white boy like the rest of them, and been happy ever after. Get your dude, like Serena, get yourself a white boy who's gonna love you no matter what you do.
Man.
Oh man, I tell you what, I'm not giving that guy, no quarter. I know why he left, because she's depressed all the time, and it ain't no fun. And so he said, "You got the baby? Well, pick the baby up every so often just to take it off their hands. But as far as you're concerned, you ain't fun anymore. So I'm gonna find me a new swag to bang out." That's exactly what he's doing. That's my allegedly. But I mean, you guys have different stories, so of course, there's other possibilities that he could be an upstanding guy, and he's really depressed that he left his really chick who's falling apart. All right.
Anyway, man, the only one that really knows the story is her and him. Us and the outside, we have no idea what's going on.
Well, that's why we're on the sports show, so we can speculate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this is the guy Cooper Flagg. He went to where all the brothers are at Rucker Park, and he showed his ass out there.
There we go. He's enormously here this summer. Speaking to Cooper Flagg, he's going to challenge him. Cooper. Okay. Feeling it. Hot to try here as we start. Cooper up. Step back. It's up. Flag. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Cooper Flagg for 3.
The number 1 draft choice, Cooper Flagg. What y'all think? What's your thought? What's your thoughts? He's down here with all the brothers hanging out.
Hey, he might be good. I don't know. I never seen him play.
What you mean might be good? The guy's good. I see the play.
I mean, he might be good in the NBA. I mean,
he's gonna be good in the NBA. He's gonna be good. Anyway, what do you think, Coach? You think he's gonna be good, man? What? You quiet, man. I don't know where Coach is at. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the dog had to go out or something. All right, off season. They hired 6 new refs for the NFL this year coming up, and they have some new rules. So let's listen to what the rules are.
Well, in case you missed it, here are all the major changes coming to the NFL in 2025. Starting first, regular season overtime now guarantees both teams a possession unless the defense scores first.
What y'all think about that?
Unless the defense scores first?
Well, they said, usually, right, you have to score. If you score a touchdown first, you win the game. If you only get a field goal, the other team gets a chance to get a field goal or a touchdown. So now they're saying no matter what, whether you got a touchdown or not, the other team gets a chance with the ball. But if the defense steals the ball from you, or it gets an interception or you fumble and they take it in for a touchdown, the game's over. I think that's pretty good.
No, I think both sides should have the ball. Either way. You know what I'm saying?
No, what do you mean either way? And if the defense takes the ball from you, you don't need to get a chance, and they score. Why would they give you another chance?
Oh, I see your point.
Right?
And
I like that, because people started complaining that even though a touchdown would end the game, but a field goal didn't, and you got a chance to still win. People got mad that if you have a really good team, chances are you're going to score a touchdown, and the other team never touched the ball. But here's my problem. I think I have a major issue with them shortening that quarter to 10 minutes as opposed to 15 minutes. I think it should be. I think they should have cut the. They should have. I don't think they should have cut it at all. By the way, it should have been like a regular quarter.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are you saying now in the NFL it's going to be 10 minutes a quarter instead of 15?
Oh, overtime is 10 minutes a quarter, except in the playoffs. Yeah, overtime. You didn't know that. Regular season it's 10 minutes a quarter in overtime. And you only get one quarter, or else it's a tie. Right, in the playoffs, of course, it got to be sudden death.
I got you.
Of course, no ties in the playoffs. So they let you just. But I'm not so sure. They might even make it just a series of 10-minute quarters. I'm not even sure they go back to 15. And I think it's a series of 10-minute quarters.
It's not enough time, man.
Yeah, I just think it's dumb because they call it in the name of safety. It's just bullshit. The owners don't give a shit about safety. They really don't. That's why they put the kickoff back where they want kickoffs again. Okay. And they used to say kickoffs used to be the most dangerous thing, and now they're doing it all the time. They're making you run. They're making you run a kickoff the way they have the rules. Anyway, so let me finish this up. So there's a lot of new rules.
Second, kickoff touchbacks will be placed at the 35-yard line, encouraging more returns. Another major change will see replay assist expanding to help refs with penalty calls, but won't introduce new ones. Other changes include free agency rules getting more relaxed, K-balls to be prepped earlier, and postseason scouting rules opening up. In addition to these, teams can now wear throwback uniforms up to 4 times per season. And despite speculation, the tush-push isn't banned, not as of yet at least. Next up, Thursday night flex games can now be scheduled with 21 days notice. And yes, the NFL is locking in 3 games on Christmas. Buckle up, folks.
There you go, man. 3 games on Christmas.
Wow.
So that's stepping all over the NBA.
Yeah.
So what else? Hey, man, this is a thing I found, right? I don't know how long I could play it. Maybe just a minute or so. This shows this is a real chronology of scoring, the scoring leaders. Have you seen this before?
No.
Okay, let me go ahead and play a little bit. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Look at that. Look at the dates. How they just who became the scoring leader over the years up until present time. So you can't see it at all.
No, I can't see it that well. If you send me the link.
Hey, so if you go back to the channel and do this in real time, you can click on it and see it. So, and this thing is moving as people become the scoring leader over the years. So they're 51, 52.
Okay.
Then they're going, I'm going to only play a minute of it. Right? Mikan is in top right now in the 50s.
Wow.
Right? So here's Kuzi moving up as we get into 50.
There were no blacks in the game during that time.
Kuzi now moving up. Yeah, man, but I've stopped it because that's I think that's pretty cool, man. It's neat. So they go from all the way down there until now to LeBron James, and just seeing how they change over the years.
Wow,
that's a nice little tool.
Yeah, you can see how in the early years there wasn't no blacks in the NBA at that time.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. But so I don't want to play it any longer than a minute because there might be copyright stuff on there. Anyway, so that's it, man. You can go back to this live, and if you want to see it all, just go to that chart.
All right.
Okay, so we're pretty much coming down to the end. Okay, Shakur Stevenson. I put a title on this, which I shouldn't have. Anyway, this is Pac-Man. Shakur, and this should be the Pac-Man thing. So I showed this last week, so we can skip over that. Okay, I got questions for you. Okay, was Angel Reese correct all along? Right, it should be one word, all along, saying that she is one of the best out there. You know, and will the jealousy of the other players come and blow back on her? So we kind of talked about this or not. She is coming out saying, well, it's not just one girl, it's me too, me too. And she's turning out to be right, because nobody's marketing herself better in the WNBA than she is, to tell you the truth. And especially in social media. She got more social media contacts than even Caitlin Clark, because I don't think she's big in social media. You know, so she might have a thing. Now, do you guys ever watch? I mean, you got any questions on that one? Any thought? I think we talked about it. All right, the next one, man. Do you guys ever watch? Well, I know you probably don't, Charles, but Gil's Arena, his podcast?
No.
His podcast is pretty damn good. He got like 1.1 million subscribers.
Hey.
He has all those boys that we've seen around at the older men, the old NBA guys around the table. They get into some pretty good discussions. You know, so I don't watch it that often, but, you know, I picked up a couple of nuggets off of there. Gilbert Arenas, man, I never liked him when he was playing. He's a completely different man now.
Agent Zero.
He's a completely different man now, man. Because when he was playing, he was just like an absolute knucklehead. You know, so, and he's married now to this. I don't know if he got married before, but he's married to this chick called Melly Monaco. And she was big on YouTube, but her whole thing was talking about sex. She was like a sex therapist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. This girl talking about, you know, what you do with a man's balls, and, you know, and here's how you clean yourself, man. She's
an expert.
Yeah, man. She was all into it, man. So they started to hang out and do some podcasts together, and because she's a foreign chick. I think she's French, a black French woman.
Oh, okay.
She might be from Haiti, or maybe some. I don't know if it's French or not, but I think it is. But her personality is absolutely gorgeous, man. It's hard to not like her.
Mm.
You know, it's really hard, man. She's funny as hell. And, you know, so he married her, man. Gil married her, man. It's hard for these NBA guys to actually say, okay, you know, I'm a married.
Yeah, so you're right.
Anyway, Stephen A. Smith, man, he's in battles, man, with all kinds of people now. Is he losing his? I mean, he's always arguing with another podcaster or somebody else. Are people getting sick of Stephen A. in the sports world? What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, man. All I know is he's in a big fight with Marcellus Wiley right now.
But
and
did you just sign a contract like for like?
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about with management. Yeah, he just signed. Man, the guy's making $100 million.
Yeah, okay, so he's done.
And I get over the next 10 years. And then he just got another contract with Sirius XM. So that's a separate contract. And he got his own podcast with over 1.4 million subscribers. So he's getting checks, a lot of checks from different areas. But he's also working like every day.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, I mean, he's working his ass off. And he actually introduced people to his oldest daughter. And so she was on his show a couple of times. And that was interesting. And his nephew was on there every so often. So he's up, hey, man, I got family, you know. And
he's doing all right.
He's doing all right. Yeah, he's doing all right. So we've never seen his kids before, but now he's doing that. So here's the boxing schedule. You know, I saw but he's washed up. I could tell it was a bum he was fighting. And so that's done. Jake Paul beat up Cesar Chavez. And right after the fight, right after he took a shower, ICE deported him.
You're kidding.
Right outside of the stadium.
ICE got him?
Yeah, no ICE got him, man. But not only is he here legally, he's actually a criminal.
What?
He actually, not just being here as a criminal, he's actually, a part of a gang. So then Shakur Stevenson's coming up. I don't really like his style. So that should be an interesting fight on the 12th. Manny Pacquiao on the 19th. Sebastian Fedor, that's on the 19th. These 3 fights are all on the same card. So that's it, man. I don't know if you back there, Ferg, or you going, man? I haven't heard. I think he's still out with the dog.
Oh,
dog talking. I think the dog said, "Hey, yo, man, you either gonna walk me, or I'm gonna do it right here, man." You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta go.
Yeah, man, folks, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button on the way in. Share this live. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to this channel, Unique Sports Talk. I know you might have been subscribed to the other one. I'm trying to get people to subscribe to this channel too, because I'm trying to move the sports over, and but just so it can have its own channel. And I'm gonna need to put more content on here, man. Not just this live show, some other stuff. So I'm working on that. Other than that, man. So what else you got planned, man?
Man, not much planned, man. Just just chilling, man.
All right, man. So
this is better to have no plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Spontaneous. Let's go as it goes.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the outro and kind of end this thing out. And that's it, man. I appreciate everything. All right.
I give you a call tomorrow to what's happening in the market.
You got it. You got it, man. Later.
Grab your friends, it's time to play. Join the fun, we're here all day. Watch the game with drinks in hand. On the swivel, let's take a stand. On the edge of our seats, we live for the thrill. In this moment together, we're feeling the chill. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Tasty bites and big screen thrills. Every moment gives you chills. High fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making, oh, this night's just begun. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again. In this world of the game, through thick and through thin.